Hello, I'm Claire Louise Hay from BeHealing.com, and this is the energy update for all signs for Friday, the 30th of July, 2021. I hope you're doing well. I've got a live show 3 times a week live here on YouTube called Psychic Cafe. I would love to see you in there. And if you're interested in a private reading with me, they are available from my website, BeHealing.com. You can find a link for that in the description box for this video. Let's see what energies we all have going on today. Pull a card out. To start this off, what energies do we all have going on for the collective today? All signs. That's too many. There's one there. Okay. Let's see. What have we got? Starting out with acceptance here. So having to accept something that's going on. Maybe you've been trying to get something done and you're just kind of accepting that it's not going to happen that way, or not with that person, or something like that. It's just some acceptance. She's got a bit of a sideways glance here, so it's like that's going on, but I accept it. It might not be for yours to change, and we've got to, that's really important thing for us to learn, is what's ours and what's not ours. We can't change other people, we can't change anything outside of ourselves really, but we can change our reactions to what's going on, stopping trying to change them and just learning how to deal with it so that it doesn't bother us anymore. We've got focus out here too as well, so an acceptance, and then choose your focus. There's a lot of disruption and a lot of chaotic energies in the world always, and it's up to you whether you tune into that. I never watch the news. If I know anything that's going on in the world, generally it comes through Facebook, and I hardly ever look at that either. I only look at it from my work, but sometimes I'll catch what's on that homepage there, and I get to know stuff that's going on. I do watch a lot of YouTube. Sometimes the people I watch will talk about some things, but I tend not to get involved in the chaos in the world because it's always going to be there, right? But I'm not interested in it. I'm interested in doing me, doing the things that I can do in my life. That's what I'm focused on, because we get stressed out, we get overwhelmed if we focus on anything that it's not our responsibility, because there's nothing we can do about it, and we just stress ourselves out. There's no release. If you can't do something about it, you can't release that energy. You just get more and more wound up by it. So be careful about that. At some point, we just have to accept what's going on. And I'm not saying don't ever change. No. If you are fired up to change something in the world, absolutely. If that's in your heart to do that, absolutely do that. But a lot of the time, we're not doing that. We're just noticing the chaos and complaining about it and thinking that if we're talking about it on Facebook, we're actually helping. And we're not. Helping raise awareness. What's that about? Do you need to raise my awareness about the chaos that's going on? No. You take my energy down when you do that. So, oh, look what we've got going on. We've got the tower here because the tower's falling. What's going on today? Feels like something's going on in the world. You're just going to have to accept it and choose what your focus is. Got many options here. You can choose to focus on that chaos, or you can focus on something else instead that is your remit that you can do within your life. So just staying in your lane today as best you can. If there's nothing you can do about the chaos out there, then it's not yours to deal with. Yeah, and just be careful of that as well. A lot of people will share that chaos, and they think it's important for people to be aware of it, that they're raising awareness by sharing it. Now, some more people can be disempowered and it not be their thing, and more people can be focused on that and wasting their power instead of focusing on their lives and what they can do and making things good within their communities, within their lives. If something's going on the other side of the world, it's got nothing to do with me. So 4 of Wands, it's not my responsibility. 4 of Wands is about marriage. It's about celebrations and all of that. Wow. Very different energies. So the tower, what's going on here with the tower? Tell us about this tower. Ace of Materials and the 3 of Voices. Right. Look at this. Oh, and the Emperor. I was hiding in the middle there. Right. So the tower. The 3 of Voices. The Ace of Materials and the Emperor. Now, the Emperor takes charge of what they can take charge of, right? The 3 of Voices is about breaking your own heart. It's about your heart being broken. And so if you're focused on things that are not your remit, not within your control, you're going to break your heart, right? Looking at all the poverty or whatever, it's going to break your heart. Ace of Materials here, the Emperor in their power can actually do something here. Ace of Materials is a golden opportunity to do something. Like I said, some of you might be fired up to actually do something if it's within your reach to do something. A lot of the time it isn't within your reach to do something, then it's not yours to do, because the universe would never do that. It wouldn't say, oh, Claire, you there, even though you've got no access to people on the other side of the world. It's your responsibility to notice what's going on in America, say, and to fix that, even though you have no access to people that are in the power there or anything. Of course it's not. They're going to be giving that guidance to someone that is there, that has access to those people. So the Emperor takes responsibility and takes control and steps up to the mark for what is their responsibility, not what breaks their heart that they can't do anything about, but what is their responsibility. This Ace of Materials, this golden opportunity. Just because there's bad stuff going on in the world doesn't mean that we shouldn't be creating great stuff for ourselves in our own lives, because that's the way that we shift the energy of the whole universe. If you want to lighten up the universe, then make your life lighter. It's your responsibility to make sure your life is the best it can be. And if everyone did that, would that chaos be going on? It wouldn't be going on. And so play your part in it by sorting your life out, taking control of this golden opportunity that you have got, instead of getting bogged down by what everyone else is manifesting or not manifesting or doing and not finding their happiness. Why would that make you not find your happiness? You know? So the Tower 4, something's going on in the world today. It could be a global thing. It could be just in your changes in your local community as well. In which case you might have some reach, you might have some sway, you might be able to do something about it. So definitely we need to understand what's ours and what isn't ours. Okay, Seven of Cups. Choices here, options. What are the options? Tell us what the options are here. Why have we got the Seven of Cups here? Why the Seven of Cups? Eight of Voices. Feel bound. Feel bound and tied down, like there is no choice. There's no choice. I can't do anything but go along with this. I wonder what's happening. No, you're never bound. It's an illusion. There is always a choice. There's always a way out. Now, every time something is manifested in the world, then there's a solution. Every time there's a challenge manifested in the world, there's a solution manifested at the exact same time. There is always balance in the universe. Now, how do we tap into that solution? By not focusing on the problem, or by accepting that the problem exists. It's a different mindset completely. And so if you're coming from the mindset that you are bound by this thing, this chaos that's going on, like what else can I do but focus on this? It's not true. You can not turn your TV on, not look at Facebook, not do those things. You can absolutely opt out. So the choice is yours. You're not bound. What's behind this? Always got the choice of our focus, right? What we put our focus on. Remember your superpower? It is your focus. What you're thinking about, what you focus on, what you put your mind to, what you're determined to do is your energy, your predominant emotional state. Do you want that to be disempowerment? Do you want that to be empowerment, focused on what you can create in your life, in your community, your work, your family, your friends, that kind of thing? Where you do have influence, your sphere of influence, your zone of influence, say. And I don't know what else I was going to say there. Feminine energy is behind that. Receiving. Yeah, like I said, you'll receive the solution, right? You'll receive the solution if it's your remit to do that. The universe will do that. But when you're focused on the problem and in the challenge and thinking you can't get out of that, then you're not open to that solution. So there's a creative mindset, there's an open mindset that allows you to be available to the solutions if it's your place to have those solutions. The majority of people that get involved in dramas in the world, it's not their responsibility. So I've got an example for you, and this is someone that I knew, not alive anymore, but they were very much against animal testing. Right. And so what could they do about animal testing? Well, one thing is to raise awareness and just complain about it and protest. He didn't do that. What he did was he provided a solution. He opened up a testing laboratory, not using animals, and to give them a solution. And so then he went to all the companies that were testing on animals or were using their laboratories that tested on animals and said, hey, we can test it using this instead. We can do this instead. I don't know what it was that he was doing in particular, but that was within his zone of genius kind of thing. It was in his zone of influence. He found the solution. So he was open to the solution. Now, if you don't have a creative solution to it to offer these people, because the companies aren't doing it for fun, they're doing it because they've got no option. You give them an option and they say, yeah, of course they'd do that. Of course they'd do that if you give them that option. Now, if you don't have those specific skills to provide them that option, then what are you doing focusing on it? Focus on something that you can create. Four of Wands is with the Knight of Inspiration. Well, this is exciting, isn't it? When you find something that you can do that is worth your while focusing on, then you can get going on that. Fast forward on that. Don't underestimate the importance of making your life great. Like I said, if we were in a world full of happy people, we wouldn't have all of the crap that's going on. We wouldn't have that. We wouldn't have people abusing each other. All you can do is change yourself. You can't change anyone else. You can create solutions, but the majority of people aren't doing that. What's behind this? Four of Wands and the Knight of Inspiration. It's like a celebration, moving forward, abundance. Wow, yeah, claiming abundance for yourself. And if you claim abundance for yourself, you can do so much more with it. I can't tell you how good it is. How many times people, because I've been doing this business for 21 years and I've had a kind of big-ish reach, especially on Facebook and Twitter, I had a big reach. And people would ask me for help, like, can you help out with this charity, that charity? And I wasn't tapped into abundance for myself. I was still struggling. I had a reach, but there was nothing I could do apart from make it aware, and that did nothing. Make everyone aware of it. But that did nothing, right? Now when people are struggling, I've got the money to do that now. You get into abundance and then solution. You can actually create solutions because you've got the resources to do it. So you could be getting some excitement when you realize what you can do, a solution that you can create, or just doing it for yourself to get yourself to the point so that you've got the resources so that you can do things. It's such a wonderful feeling now, especially with what's going on now. We've had like no tourists on this island. People have been in dire straits, like needing money to buy some rice to eat, to fill their bellies, to feed the children. And I've been in the position to be able to help them out. That is amazing. It's amazing to be able to do that. And so if you've been holding yourself back because of chaos that's going on in the world, get yourself to a position where you can actually do something and be the receiver of the inspiration for those solutions. And then you've got what you need to be able to put it into place. Don't just leave it up to them ones that have got the resources. Be one of those people. Make yourself one of those people that have got the resources. Do it for yourself. So you're in that position of power. You can do it. Right, so what's going on in our love lives today? We've got retreat. So backing off from the love life, or just energy not being focused on love life at the moment. And also keep an open mind as well. And so things could be opening up in your love life. But it might be turning in a different direction than you expected. Or it might just be someone you didn't expect to be attracted to. Or indeed, when you step into this energy of actually doing something for yourself and creating that abundance for yourself, getting that power for yourself, sorting your life out, being abundant and happy in yourself, open to the solutions. That could be when you're open to a completely different kind of person. Okay, don't let pride get in your way. Don't let pride get in your way. So the person that's destined to be with you could be a very different energy than the energy that you're in at the moment. There seems to be a call into people's power, like get into your power, take your place. Don't point the finger at everyone else saying they're not getting in their place. Go look in a mirror and get in your place and do your thing. Because if everyone did that, everything would be great. So be the example and do your bit. Don't let pride get in your way, especially not the pointing the finger. You know, they say when we're pointing the finger at, oh, I think it got a bit sticky. When we're pointing the finger at someone else, look, 3 fingers pointing right back at us there. There's more fingers pointing at you than there is out there. What else do we need to know about today? Turning into a bit of a lecture, this one. sometimes the guys like to rant through me. That's how I want my channeling to be used, is to actually help people to actually make changes, positive changes for themselves and for the world, not just fluffy blah 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 blah, you know, and not just predictions. Oh, dark, tall, handsome strangers coming into your life. As nice as that is to our ego, it's not actually useful. I like my readings to be useful. I hope they are to you. Harmony. You're able to feel a loving, balanced connection with everything. Everything. Then you'll feel in harmony, right? Because you're taking your rightful place. Instead of feeling disharmonious, looking at the world going, everything's effed. Everything's effed because of them not taking the place. You take your place and do what you can in your remit. You're going to feel harmonious. You're going to feel aligned. And then the universe can really use you. It's a bit of a call, isn't it? Spirit's calling people back. Hey, wake up. Oh, you thought you were awake? Well, what are you doing focusing on all chaos and spreading that around? That's not being awake. It's being awake to what? Awake to some crap and spreading that? Nah. That's not being awake. Well, it's being awake to something. It's not helpful, then. Okay. What have we got? Oh, in our love lives, we've got 3. Snake, competition, enemy. You know what I'm getting from this? I keep an open mind. The love of your life might be totally different than you expect. It could be someone that you've been pointing the finger at before. The kind of there could be an abundant person, but you're totally shut down to abundance. So you point the finger at those abundant people, and there's something evil about them. It could be something like that. You feel someone's in the competition, but they're actually not. They're not. Just as that story that I told you about my friend there. He made that lab. He didn't make the companies that were using the labs that tested on animals as enemy. He made them his friends, and he gave them the option, and they took that option up. Whereas a lot of people are just spreading hate, pointing the finger at something and spreading hate. I hate those because they're doing the wrong thing, pointing the finger. But for the love life here, I'm getting that some of you, you're actually pointing the finger at who your person, something that they have about them. Currently, you're judging that, and it'd probably take for you to step into that energy first to bring them into your life. I mean, camera, reminiscing, keepsake, perception, learn from the past, make memories. So you're looking back in the past, maybe idealizing something in the past. That might not be helpful. Keep on moving forward and don't let pride get in your way. Don't forget. And passion. Woo, insane chemistry. You like each other equally, having fun. I like that. So mixed. It's very mixed in. It's a few words of warning in the love life here, and be open to something different, but all kinds of things going on in those energies with those 3 cards. What else do we need to know today? Burst of magic. It's a magical day, and it might feel chaotic, but it's to wake you up. Like, this chaos is not yours. You've got your own chaos. Sort that out. Get yourself in harmony, get yourself aligned. The magic is there for you to show you that today, including this reading, apparently. What energies shall we tap into today inside of ourselves? Our power, our ideas, our creativity. Is it challenges and true love? This true love card has been coming out so much. Let's go for the challenges first. Challenges, unbearable situations throw you directly into God's arms if you're open. Please take over, divine, and guide the right actions. It already is. It's got everything else. They've all got their higher selves. But they're probably all pointing the finger at you or other people like you, going, they're the problem. No, they're the problem. No, they're the problem. Meanwhile, everyone's the problem because they're not focused on themselves. Please take over, divine, and guide the right actions. Please take this burden and show me your will. And true love. I love this card. Your wholeness and safety lie within, not from a partner or a world leader or a business leader or any other person that you're looking at who's causing chaos, seemingly. But this sovereignty actually leads to the deepest intimacy for you to stop using others. Oh, using others. Looking at them and what's going on with them so that you don't have to look at yourself, so that you don't have to do something. So you don't have to face your appearing powerlessness, so that you don't have to step into your own power. Let me stand on my own feet and know true love. Wow, that is big, because in this context, because that's like taking self-love to that next level. It's almost demanding more of yourself. I need to take my place now. I need to make my life in alignment, do my thing, do what I can, and stop the focus on everyone else and what they are doing and what they're not doing, because I'm being just like them if I do that. Tell us more. What's going on today? What else is going on today? A dog close-up, pleasure with a close friend. We do have some good love stuff going on, passion here. Close friend. There's something exciting starting for some of you. You could get into this energy and go, right, I'm going to sort this thing out because I can, I can. And cracked cup, dissatisfaction with life, focusing on everyone else, what's going on in the world. And ram, a stubborn, aggressive person. Don't be stubborn. Play your part, do your part. If it's not yours, just let it go and stop pointing the finger. Stop distracting yourself with what everyone else is doing. Stay in your own lane. Now, I've got 2 crystals in here. One of them's green, one of them's red. I'm about to pull one of them out very shortly anyway. If I get the green one out, it means, yay, go for it. If I get the red one out, it means don't do it. No. So think about your question while I get some more cards out. How best can we deal with these energies today? How best can we deal with these energies today? Give us some guidance. How best to deal with these energies today? So there could be a lot of finger pointing going on today. I mean, out there in media land too. Everyone else pointing the finger at each other. Notice it. Now I've told you what I've told you. Notice everyone else doing it. Notice when you're doing it. And then stop. 5 of Swords. Yes. Stop the fight. The chaos. Stop being part of it. Stop perpetuating it and being part of it. And it's okay if you didn't realize that you're being part of it, but now I've told you, you do. If you have been. You might have learned this lesson already. In which case you might be able to help other people out of that by saying, hey, that's not yours. Let it go. Accept it. How else best to deal with these energies today? The Emperor. The Emperor has the power, control over what they've got control over. So be the Emperor. Take charge of your stuff. Wisdom and passion. What are you passionate about? What can you do? The 8 of Rings says resourcefulness and positive potential. What resources do you have? Like I said, I'm not going to be given an idea that of something across the world that I have no power over, no resources to do. But I am going to be given those challenges and those people that I can help, that I do have the resources, and I do every single day. And I help them every single day. And so know where your power lies. Very good. Think of a yes or no answer question now. Pause the video if you're not ready, because your answer is No, that's no. Don't do it. There you go. That's today. If you like this reading, click on that like button down there and click that subscription button while you're down there with the notification bell as well to hear more from me. Have an amazing day, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.